Greetings Marines, FiOth here, and in this vid, after public demand, and I've been getting a lot of questions about this, we will be definitively remodding the pulse for Season 4/Pathogen with the best possible attachments that you can use on the thing. And yes, before you ask me, I'm gonna do the same thing for the Kramer so we can put this discussion to rest, at least for the foreseeable future. I used the pulse yesterday. We were recording some gameplay with him for something very special coming online later tonight. Stay tuned. And I was just dumbstruck once again by how powerful and consistent it is. Like, the pulse rifle is the best assault rifle in the game, and because we already get flashy stuff, like with every update, with every new attachment badge, you get flashy stuff like the Astra, and we're like, oh, this is amazing, this is great. But the pulse, guys, the OG, the workhorse, is the best freaking assault rifle in the game. It is phenomenally good. And the way I'm gonna build it here for you today will just boost that potential and take it to the next level. Now, 2 out of 3 slots here are for me best in slot, hands down, no questions asked. They will require some team synergy to make the best of it, but if you go the route I did, you'll be seeing results like what you saw in the opening clip. So without further ado, let's go and take a look at it. This is my gunner and demo configuration for the pulse, and it is pretty beastly once we're complete with it. I'm gonna go through the stats just as posterity. Damage 135, reload time of 0.95, max ammo of 600, stable chance of 15%, fire rate of 10.5, magazine capacity of 60, weak point damage of 200, no handling bonus. It gets stability, effective range, and fire rate from its perks, and the final one reads 0.5% stability and accuracy on hit, stacking 10 times, that will give you a 5% net bonus. Barely any damage fall off, as you can see here, and before you ask me, no weapon perks whatsoever. This is the mini-mirv build, doesn't contain any weapon perks. So what do we want to do here with the pulse? We want to keep it consistent, accurate, hard-hitting over great distances. Okay, how are we gonna go about this? Medium muzzle has been confiscated for all time, for the rest of history, the annals, and everything recorded by man or alien. Assault break is best in slot, uncontested, deal with it. Fire rate 25%, accuracy 10%, stability 30%. The less obvious of the wording below that is misworded actually. It's been tested, it does not apply. It is again the accuracy and stability bonus stated as a standing still bonus, but it is not. They should fix it at some point. It's been a while. Just take this little part of the equation out because it doesn't compute, and we will all be happy with the results. Medium mag. Now I'm gonna go for the absolute best here, but I'm gonna make one mention. For the longest time we were going casket, but composite spring drops casket out of the sky, dead into the water, any day of the week. 45% more stability and 25% flat fire rate does not even compare to having extra max ammo. And that is because it is very meta for Extreme Insane Pathogen to be having a recon on the team. If you do not have a recon or ammo hoarder and you find yourself being ammo deprived, go casket, knock yourself out. When it comes with what is the most powerful, most consistent though, composite spring magazine rules supreme by a landslide. We're talking 45% extra stability here. I don't need to express how important it is. Composite spring. Now yesterday I thoroughly tested and retested what we're getting out of each one of these optics here. There is a suggestion to be made as an honorable mention about hybrid, but I will not be going hybrid with this for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, I don't like 50% zoom magnification on an assault rifle like this, and the accuracy in a gun that boasts 76 as a starter is not as important. Second, the handling will not really benefit because it is a very snappy, very responsive weapon, and if you really want to have handling on a weapon like this or a configuration of weapons in between this and something else, you probably want to get the handling on your CQW. In case of the gunner, for example, get it on a shotgun. Don't sacrifice the potency of this gun, one of the strongest guns in the game, just to make it more swap and ADS friendly. Second best notion here is to use green dot for weak point damage and effective range. But as we see, the damage fall off is laser beamy. It's very, very, very potent. For me, this gun benefits the most from very first modding choice, red dot. Accuracy, which kind of restricts the cone of your firing. Weak point damage, only 5 points less than green dot. Effective range that it doesn't really need help with, but every little bit helps. And zoom magnification is just 10, which gives you a slight edge when aiming without restricting your vision. And when you're running around corners, especially in levels that contain smaller corridors and more enclosed spaces, having situational awareness is much more important than a tad more effective range that you don't need. Okay, so having it modded like this, take aim wherever you want, compensate just a little bit with your aiming stick, and this thing is firing like a freaking laser. You see how fast 60 bullets went by? Now, if you want to overclock this thing on those huge xenomorph heads, you will be totally fine with it anyway. The way I'm using it now, just spraying on a wall on the other side of the map, it might not look as impressive, but in the opening clip you saw that everything works in tandem to bring those bullets on the heads of the biggies. This is my definitive modding suggestion for the Pulse rifle, the iconic weapon from the movies and by extension the IP itself. Any ideas you might have or something I might have missed, guys, are very, very welcome always in the comment section below. As I said, I will be redoing the Kramer as well to bring it up to snap with this one. And we can put that discussion to rest for the time being. Before you frantically start typing about the damned assault break in the comments, you either play restock turrets, 10 waves, or use a foreman attachment card in the campaign. Eventually it will drop, I swear to you. Okay, later tonight I'll have something very, very special coming online for you. I'd greatly appreciate if you take the time to watch it. It's been a long time in the making, lots of work, lots of hours, and you really do me a solid if you take a look. Sub, like, and share, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified about uploads and streams, and if you really want to help yours out, consider Patreon or get a membership of the channel. It's very, very important in these trying times, and streamers have to eat as well. Until next time, we will stay frosty and always strive for perfection. Gears.